Hello, and welcome back to my Honkai Star Rail playthrough. I am Anna Cat, and if you have been here before, you may notice a different look here, and that is because I have a new PC. So we are now playing on the desktop version, which I'm very happy about. As much fun as it is playing on my iPad, the aspect ratio was a bit weird, so happy to be on PC. And it's been a minute since we've been together. I took a little bit of an extended break for good reasons. I ended up getting a job that had some intensive training, so now my schedule's clear, so we're back into it. We are going to do the 1.3 Trailblaze mission, which I have heard is pretty short, which I was expecting. It's kind of a wrap up to the main story here on the CN show. So we'll do that and maybe just the beginning of the Orem Alley event, because I am planning on recording tomorrow all of the character companion missions that I am missing, because I'm quite behind on them. If you see, I have 3 unlocked, and I know I'm still missing Luca's and Don Hung's. So we have 5 in total to complete. So that will be next episode. I will just go through all of these that I still need to do. So with that, let's just go ahead and get into the Trailblaze mission, which I did accidentally kind of start earlier today as I was trying to complete Yan Chang's companion mission to test all my OBS setups on the new PC, and also because I had already seen that quest, so I was not going to be unspoiled for it. It was pretty simple beginning. We just met up with Fu Xuan, and she is acting general now and wants to reward us. It was not monetary, and March was upset about that.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Let's enter the Seat of Divine Foresight. And this is, of course, the moment where my cat decides she wants to have the zoomies. Give me just 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Let's talk to which one?
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
Oh, she's got a mission for us? I must have missed that.
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion. The Arbor's Resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
Oh, so a recap.
Where should we begin?
To make sure we understood everything that happened. Let's discuss Fantilia first.
It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction.
That was very wordy. Even for me, as a person who reads a lot and was previously a professional writer, I really feel for anyone who has trouble reading with this paragraph here. That's rough.
The present danger posed by
Very
the Legion
verbose.
clearly demands a reevaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
Yes. So the Legion is the overall enemy here, at least from our perspective currently. Kind of maybe like the Fatui in Genshin. Let's talk about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance.
Okay.
They succeeded all right. But why
Yeah,
would
what happened
Fantilia's
to
objective to be to
Tinian?
realize their
What
wishes?
about the original one?
Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
Let's discuss the Stellaron
The
Hunters.
Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of
That is a
Prescience,
great snapshot
I saw a
of
prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave.
It's like, look at these
Elio
idiots.
foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Law Fu.
Okay, I saw a prophecy. Okay.
Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Law Fu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia.
I think we already have the gist.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which
Like
we're
Ting Yun.
uncertain.
The real Ting Yun.
For example, how was the Stellaron brought
is
onto
true.
the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Yeah. We don't want to get bogged down in red tape.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one.
Oops.
Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong.
Something Miss Ting Yun left behind?
It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it
Are
was
we
as
finally
if
gonna find
Ting Yun
out?
vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find
Aw.
her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Ting Yun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already
think she's
prepared
dead,
for
y'all.
the worst.
I think she's really dead.
Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Amicassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Ting Yun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list.
You know, Fushman is already pretty short, but this camera angle is not doing her any favors.
It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the
She
Divination
looks
Commission conclave
absolutely
hall.
tiny here. Alright. Alright, so let's discuss with our companions.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed.
Thanks for looking out for me, Mr. Yang.
The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Okay. And let's talk to March.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal.
We're just mere puppets of the Stellaron hunters.
No way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard work. I'm not letting them take any of the credit. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true.
What? They can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. All futures do not exist, March. What are you talking about?
Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people
I get
and
what she's
averted
trying to get at,
disaster for the
but
whole
the
scan
way
show.
she's saying it
Who
is...
cares whether
Girl.
someone or something was directing it?
Okay.
Be happy.
Ugh, I need to adjust. What are your plans from here?
Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
Oh. Pretty smart.
Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
We certainly have the standing to ask for a favor. Danan, what's up with you, my guy?
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more?
How long do you plan on staying here?
I'll be gone very soon. Jingyuan is still recovering, and the Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. It remains to be seen how the 6 charioteers will react to my presence. But at least for now, I'm safe.
What are you gonna do next?
I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be
Violet?
able to cast off Danfeng's negative karma. So I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Dude, don't be. This place is like trauma central for you. I do not blame you for wanting to leave as soon as possible. Alright, so we need to go to Starskiff Haven.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will.
Oh,
Our condolences,
sweetie.
Hellmaster.
I forgot that we ran into her before. I wonder when she's going to be playable.
You
She's
have
clearly
guests.
designed to be playable.
I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu from the Stellaron crisis.
Oh, really? You've come a long way from, we don't need your help, this is an internal matter. But you're welcome.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
Miss Tingyun left this behind.
Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise?
Oh,
What happened to the
man.
real Tingyun?
They worked together for 30 years, so she really knew her. It can't have been Vantilia the entire time. There has to be a real Tingyun somewhere. Whether she's dead
Madam
or
Yukong.
alive.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
Yeah, of course.
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell, as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou.
Yeah, I imagine it's a difficult concept for people who are
It's also
functionally
my way
immortal.
of saying farewell to Tingyun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Tingyun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Tingyun's whereabouts, but at present, this is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
How can we help?
I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Right.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off.
Damn. Mr. Yanming?
Oh. It's you.
Oh.
For a moment, I thought she'd return. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madam Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amy Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique.
It's cute.
But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yanming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yanming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
Oh.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest.
Guys, this is so sad. I mean, props to Honkai Star Rail for going there and like killing off a playable character, but this is brutal.
If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what
Yeah,
could
give
I
her a
possibly
gift.
gift her back?
Put it on her star skiff.
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other
we didn't
things
know her
similar
that
to
well.
what Yanming got? We should take a look.
We just knew her on a surface level. I want to take a look in that box.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl.
Oh, the
Let
tea
me
house.
think. Where have I seen that name before?
I want to take a look at that knife.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun
Marcia
use
would be very
anything like
scared to
that to
see you
defend
cook.
herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again?
Oh, so I guess that event ties into this. Makes sense. I want to take a look at that bow.
This bow.
Is it like a hunting bow or like a bow? Oh, yeah, a bow.
It's a good bow. It couldn't
Hunting
be
bow.
meant for me. Could it?
I'm sure you weren't the only archer she knew.
Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven
Probably
things up
Yukong.
around here.
Yukong's an archer. We should get going.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
We're supposed to take them to the Star Skiff. So I guess we're gonna distribute the gifts. That makes sense. That's what Tingyan would have wanted. If she bought them to give to people, she would want them to be distributed.
I've never attended a memorial, and I don't know what I should do here.
Oh, nearly missed our staircase there. Oh, little Foxian child. Cute.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
It sure was, Walt. We're right here.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today?
We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Tingyan.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible.
Aww.
When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
Oh. I'm afraid Miss Tingyan is... She's gone, girl.
Oh, Miss Ting Yun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Tingyun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup to her memory.
This quest is brutal. I mean, it's really nice that this is the wrap up because we don't know if we really knew the real Tingyan ever because we don't know at what point she was replaced. And so it's really nice to see her through the eyes of these other people. And what the fuck is happening with my model? I just looked over and suddenly... what's happening? Okay. Well, I think that's the best I can do right now. Looking weird. Okay. sorry about that, y'all. This is a new OBS setup, and I am still learning everything and trying to troubleshoot. So, let's go. Oh, now it looks
A
okay.
few games of chess will while away the time.
Must have been something with it running. Okay. Is this Orem Alley? Yeah, it is a room alley, not Orem. Oh. Okay. Activate the space anchor. Looks like it's already activated. Interesting. Okay. This place looks abandoned.
Spice is supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Hello, person.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Tingyin.
Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames?
Aww.
Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy.
We're gonna have to break
right?
it to everyone that she's dead. I know we could go the route of just saying, indeed, she's busy, but I don't believe in, hiding the truth from people. Actually, Miss Tingyan, you telling Yansui what happened to Tingyan.
This is real, right?
Yeah.
The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yen Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Yeah. I had a feeling it was meant for Yukong. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I have been getting used to playing on PC. I guess we could just find them out.
What brings you here?
We're here to pass on a gift from Miss Ting Yin.
This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
We can't place all of it. I think the paper kite.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
Ugh. Oh, we get to place them all. Okay. Her favorite
This is a
dish.
gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're
Hey,
going
I
to
was
love
pretty
this.
close in the pronunciation of that name. The tea named after her.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
And the Ambassador seal.
Thank you for everything
I'm about
you've
to
done
cry,
for the
y'all.
Skyfaring
This is
Commission
so sad.
and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity. The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Okay.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
Cutscene. So, Genuine's there. So, at least he's regained consciousness at some point.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Free real estate. March, I doubt it's going to be monetary, much like our conversation with Fu Xuan. Also, it looks like the mouth movements are broken, but that's fine. You're too kind, General.
Please. Let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Oh, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else again. Okay. Please. Alright.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Oh, it's two Genuines. I did not pose. Never mind. I lost.
Present
what I was
company is
gonna say,
gathered to
and my
reiterate the
inability to speak.
Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus,
How
a
is-
symbol of our
How
allied
is that an
friendship.
abacus? Okay. A jade abacus?
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall. But this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here, in my hand.
Oh. Just like Kafka said, you know, she kind of did all this so that the Xianzhou would owe us. So at some point we'll need to call on them.
No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or
he knows March
inappropriate
too well.
circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Lawfu.
Nice!
Not a complete surprise. I mean, I doubt
But
he
I
wants
must
to,
remind you
but...
that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I mean, it's kind of a meet in the middle allowance there, so yeah.
I understand.
That's about as much as he can do.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Aww. Okay, let's chat. Can we chat with Yanqing?
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but
Oh yeah,
I've heard a lot
technically
of
we
good
don't
things
know
about
him.
the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed.
I'm leaving the
So
office.
soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
Dude, what do I know about swordplay? We could schedule in a couple rounds.
Deal. Safe travels.
You were very naughty.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gate's reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
I don't think so.
I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say goodbye to everyone we met so far on this trip.
Fine, fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr.
Girls
Yang.
trip. Okay. I don't know, who else do we need to say goodbye to? I really can't think of anyone we haven't talked to already, so let's just go back to the parlor car.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail?
I missed
and
you.
which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Sorry to interrupt the poetry.
You're back. Welt was telling me about your experiences. I'm more than a little envious. The Ambrosial Arbor, the Ebon Deer, the Divination Commission Matrix, Scale Gorge Waterscape. I pestered Don Hung to tell me about his experiences, but alas, what could have been a magnificent saga was reduced to a few words and a grunt.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Oh, are you guys gonna switch off? Like, which parent is chaperoning us?
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
What's our next stop? Yeah, do we get a hint?
Do you remember?
Hinakami.
Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
Well, you didn't have a chance to tell us that before Kafka showed up. Am I right? Like, from my memory, she didn't say where we were going before Kafka showed up. I think I need a reminder.
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison plant used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording.
I think we're about to find out a lot more about the IPC. Because they keep coming up, and I am suspicious.
However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's
Harmony.
been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm.
Okay.
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted.
Huh. Okay.
When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Meanwhile, in the shackling prison... What?
All
Locha!
who enter here are either jailers or prisoners.
Are we gonna
Which
find out
are
what
you?
his deal is? Please tell
Neither.
us.
I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The
What a
Stellaron,
crock
the
of
Ambrosial
shit.
Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager,
He is absolutely the one
series
who
of
got
threats.
Stellaron on here.
that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right.
Jinglu!
Stay out of our way.
She's
The revival of the
with
Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Cienjo to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
You can't just leave that there! Oh my god. I knew Locha was up to something heinous. He is the one who brought the Stellaron onto the Xian show, but I had no idea he was working with Jinglu. Ah! Now I'm like dying to know. Alright, what's this message from Don Hong? Are you busy these days? I would like to ask you to accompany me on a certain task. Something wrong? I want to meet the current High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. I want to ask about some bygone matters so that I will better understand what I can still do to make amends for my past life. I'll see this through. Thank you. Let us meet at the Sinwood Pavilion in Exalting Sanctum. And that is another companion mission, which we will do next episode. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I am reeling from just that last cutscene. Achievements. Got that. I did not pull for Don Hung, Imbiber Lune. That's what I was going to say earlier. I am free to play, and I am saving for Jinglu. So, now we can do RMLE, Hustle and Bustle. So, Prosperity level 8 for a free Sushong. And then we get, oh, quite a bit of rewards here, so that's nice. Yeah, so how long we've been going? Just a little under an hour, so let's do the beginning of this, and then that'll wrap it up. I am so dying to know the next installment.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
Like that really wraps up the two other main loose ends that I've been wondering about.
Hey! Over here!
Oh, hello, Bailu.
You're easy to spot. Are you going to Aramali?
Indeed I am.
A new arrival like you should get a tour guide.
Tour guide. Sounds like a fancy way of getting free food.
Was it that obvious? But
Yeah,
the more
kind
the
of.
merrier, right? I go out all the time to see patients, so I know the food establishments around here like the back of my hand. I'm the best tour guide you could hope for. I won't
Okay,
charge anything
let's
for my
go.
services. Except for food, of course. And if you get into medical trouble, gastrointestinal discomfort, sprained ankle, yada yada, you'll have a professional doctor right by your side. That's a 2-in-1 deal.
Bailu, if you could help me in real life, that would be great. A 2-in-1 tour guide doctor? Sounds like an offer I
Called
can't
an
refuse.
all-inclusive package.
Yes. For real though, some of my product stuff has been flaring up. Alright, girl. Alright. It's a little abandoned. Oh, I see that chest there. Oh, go grab that.
We've reached our destination, Aram Alley. Of course, the main feature of this tour is the endless selection of tasty delicacies. The folk dishes at Spices Supreme are a must-try. This is the only place on the Lawful you can find them. So, now that we're here...
Which Xianzhou delicacies would you like?
Ooh, curly confused pork, crisp melon and diced chicken, star taro braised pork, chili oil beef awful stew, granny chin's tofu. I'm getting tired saying them all. Reciting medicine ingredients is easier than this. Let's start with the snack stands. You can browse around for a bit. I'll go find us a seat while you make up your mind.
Okay. You can
I
take the
should
pork
see what
stuff.
the other customers have to say
I don't eat
about
pork.
the food here.
Should see what the other customers have to say. Okay. Speak with customers, get their recommendations.
Do these people know nothing about the value of brand exposure? That's marketing 101.
Wondering what's good to eat around here.
Well, I can help you with that. I'm known around
I
here
was.
as the
I saw
Forager.
the line about,
I venture
oh, do
into
I
all manner of
recognize you? And then I
culinary
looked at his name.
establishments that
Oh,
taste
this is the
best
guy
in
that was
food.
pretending to be Jing Yuan's brother.
The seller at this food stall won't let me do any taste testing because I'm not a paying customer.
My dude, you
Well,
are a
if they don't want
con
free
artist.
publicity, that's their loss.
Don't taste testers pay for their own food?
You're clearly not familiar with this line of work. Taste testing gives the restaurant publicity. That means a higher sales conversion. Forget it. There are other food vendors
Influencers.
here
The
waiting
same
for me
everywhere.
to appraise them.
Okay. Let's just go buy some snacks. Tall auntie.
Oh, a visitor from afar. May I ask you a question? Do you like our Mali?
It's my first visit here. I can't say yet.
Then I'll have to make sure your first visit here is a good one. I hope you don't mind me prattling on, but since you're an outworlder, are you familiar with the IPC?
They are really
do you know if
just
it has a good
mentioning the
reputation?
IPC more and more. So they must be a big player in the next kind of arc of the story. All I know is that spiny ads are really annoying. It's been a great help to Pan Cosmic business.
That's true, and they made it much more convenient to exchange Strelin credits. Well, I can't just leave you here empty-handed. Take a look at the menu, order whatever you want. It's on the house.
I'll have a berry pheasant skewer.
Alrighty.
So, is there anything good?
You got the snack.
Fantastic! Hey, how did you know my favorite food?
I'm pretty sure you'll eat anything.
Great, but it looks like you only brought enough for one person. What am I supposed to do?
The stallholder gave me this for free, and I'd feel embarrassed asking for more.
Yeah, I'd feel bad asking for more too.
Ah, it's the Dragon Lady. Here, I'll get you another serving. No need to be shy.
Thank you, Auntie.
Amidst the bustling of the diners, time flies by before you even notice. When you return to your senses again, you find yourself immersed in the atmosphere of Arum Alley's bustling night market.
I'm so full of snacks I can hardly move. I haven't even gotten around to business yet. I wanted to stop by Elegance Pagoda to buy some medicine jars while I'm out. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on at the dock?
Some of the dock workers got into an argument with the IPC folks.
Uh-oh.
Watch your words.
Oh.
No need to be aggressive
Sushan.
here.
How about we go see what's happening at the dock?
Although technically, as the Trailblazer, we don't know her. Sounds like trouble.
What if someone gets hurt and needs medical attention? Come on!
Well, I didn't mean let's not go. I just saying it sounds like there's a problem.
When did you decide to show up, little Miss Feisty? How is this any of your business?
Please, miss, allow Arum Alley Merchant Guild to take care of this matter.
You're from the Merchant Guild?
What a joke! You people can't take care of anything! Everyone here knows that our Room Alley Merchant Guild is as incompetent as it is dysfunctional. The lease for the docks isn't even paid yet. Anyone care to guess whose fault that is? I'll tell you, the Merchant Guild's.
I'm not denying that.
Then say it out loud so everyone can hear.
Oh, this guy's
Alley
an
Merchant
asshole.
Guild apologizes to every vendor here for
What a
defaulting on the
dick.
lease and leaving us to pick up the mess. Better yet, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
All of these are funny. This guy sucks. Keep watching the drama. Prepare to beat this guy up. Oh my god. Prepare to beat this guy up.
Wait! Easy! We just came to watch!
What? He's being an asshole.
You're being completely unreasonable. Why can't we talk this over?
I'm not being unreasonable.
Ah,
I'm
he's
making
even
a
got
friendly
douchebag
inquiry.
sunglasses.
When will the IPC receive its lease payments?
I'm afraid we can't pay at the moment.
We leased this whole dock to your merchant guild, hoping that it would rejuvenate our room alley. And look at it now. A perfectly good freight dock has gone to waste.
This dude is just a total dick.
They said at the moment. That doesn't mean they'll never make the payments, right?
Don't be so gullible. How about we make a little bet? If the Merchant Guild can pay back the money it owes, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to all the people of our room alley.
You could not give me better motivation to finish this event and do well on it.
I'll shout it loud and clear. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind. And then I'll bark like a dog. How does that sound?
Please, keep digging that grave. I look forward to seeing you do all of that.
And if they can't?
Oh, that's simple. You apologize to me in front of all the people of our room alley, and you bark like a dog.
This is so childish. Don't accept.
I agree.
Deal.
Of course.
You
I knew
all
she was going
heard
to do it
that,
anyway.
right? I'll be waiting for
But
you.
it is very childish.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Girl, what happened?
Miss, there's no reason for you to take such a bet. We're the ones who dragged you into this.
It's okay. Seeing that arrogant sneer on his face made me sick to my stomach. I had to do something.
Same.
We appreciate you sticking up for us. But this...
Standing up for what's right, what is right, mad respect.
Now that I think about it, if I lose the bet, it'll reflect badly on the Cloud Knights. But you can't give in to bullies.
Okay, girl, you got caught up in the moment.
My name is Ming Shi. I'm the secretary of Arum Alley Merchant Guild. Most people just call me Miss Secretary. This leasing dispute is between the IPC and the Merchant Guild. You shouldn't have been dragged into it.
I think it's a little late for that.
Sure is. I've already started placing bets.
So, is it true that the Merchant Guild can't pay back the lease?
Miss Secretary, just tell...
As things
Oh,
stand
sorry.
now, the Merchant Guild is in no position to pay back the lease.
This dock was leased out to the Merchant Guild?
Yes, the entire port. Now we owe the IPC an arm and a leg.
Sorry. Oh. I think that might have come across the microphone of my joint snapping. Yeah, I have to switch positions pretty often. All my little issues with my chronic stuff are starting to point in the direction of a potential connective tissue disorder, so yeah, my joints are not doing so great. Our Mally looks like it's flourishing though.
The food hawkers are thriving, but dock operations and other businesses are stretched to the breaking point.
So yeah, you'll just hear me move around in my chair pretty often. What can we do to fix our Mally's balance sheet?
If we make the businesses more profitable, then maybe we have a chance of paying back the IPC.
If we cut costs and tap into new revenue streams, we can turn things around. A lot of vendors in Arum Alley don't want anything to do with the dock, though, so it may be hard to find new sources of revenue.
What about cutting costs?
Cutting costs means reducing expenses. As you can see, the dock isn't even fully utilized, and the workers, well...
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about laying people off.
Miss Secretary is just helping us think of ideas.
I've been
If
really
you
off.
ask me,
It's not fun.
I think our ordering system is rather inefficient. I'm sure we could reduce our costs if we found a way to improve it.
Can I give it a try?
I didn't realize you were such an entrepreneur.
Even the president hasn't been able to solve anything. Is this short lifer really up to the job? At this point, I guess we've got nothing to lose.
Let's get started. Yes, show me how to play this game. Complete inventory arrangement on freight star skiffs and reach shipping targets to earn Merchant Guild funds. Select goods to perform rapid arrangement. Drag or rotate the goods to change their positions. Okay. Look, Anakat, this is a freight star skiff parked at the docks. The dock workers will do inventory arrangement here. Okay. The secretary said if we complete shipping targets through inventory arrangement, we can earn Merchant Guild funds. Most of the Merchant Guild's earnings come from the docks. Earning Merchant Guild funds is key to paying back the debt. Below are undispatched goods from various stores in Arum Alley. They can be arranged. Drag the goods. The dock workers will arrange them on the freight star skiff. Okay. After arranging the goods, the profits will be calculated based on the goods' value. Okay. Click to swap views. In this view, drag the goods to the freight star skiff. Okay. He's teaching us how to do it. Of course, you can also click the goods to perform a rapid arrangement. Okay. You can move or rotate the goods or click anywhere to confirm placement. Okay. Click the goods until reaching a shipping target. Complete general orders to receive shipping revenue. Now that we've got a decent amount of profit, let's begin shipping. Okay. So it's basically an arrangement. I thought it was going to be more like the museum event.
This will certainly save us on shipping
I'm
costs.
sure it'll get more complicated after the tutorial.
Isn't this a little unsafe?
Don't worry. Our motto is safety first.
So you've never thought of this before? Shaking my head.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Impressive, but if you ask me, inventory efficiency isn't enough to save us. If the Heron Express doesn't deliver the goods, then they're just gonna sit around collecting dust.
I see your point. If you have the time, could you accompany me to Heron Express's Arum Alley branch office?
Of course. It's just... I'm better with brawn than brains.
Looks like Arum Alley is counting on me again. Okay. So there is another part to this. Oh, okay. I'll do that later. I saw this chest.
Mr. Yongfeng?
Why, it's Miss Secretary. And who do we have here?
I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I think you already know the little girl with horns on her head. And this is...
I'm Anakat.
Good to meet you all. Miss Secretary, I heard you made a bet with the IPC. And if you lose, you have to bark like a dog?
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those Outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
This noble Cloud Knight here is the one who made the bet with the IPC.
That's right. No one else in Arum Alley needs to worry. It's all on me.
We made our inventory more efficient. But the dock workers said we still need a way to distribute the goods. I was wondering if Heron Express would be interested?
Those dock workers don't want to take responsibility. And I'm afraid it's not our responsibility either.
Then who should we blame? The IPC?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Arum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
Huh. Sounds like the IPC set a trap for the Merchant Guild.
We can only blame ourselves for letting them get away with it for so long. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will be manageable. But the reputational damage will be irreparable. If the Merchant Guild loses everyone's trust, it'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Arum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Arum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Arum Alley we all know, its fragrances, its bustling tourists, will be nothing more than a memory.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we gonna do about the matter at hand?
On the logistics side, we can reduce costs by making sure the delivery routes are planned efficiently. Mr. Yongfeng, please allow our friend to try her hand at it. She has some skills that could prove useful in this area.
I can't make any promises, but I'll try my best.
Please give it a try.
Alright. Plan a route from the store to the docks to provide the docks with goods and orders. Start from the store or the end of the route and hold and drag to form a route from the docks. The shorter the route, the higher the score. Okay. This is Arum Alley bird's eye view map supplied by Heron Express. It can be used to plan the logistics routes. This is Arum Alley dock area. We just finished arranging the inventory here. This is Heron Express, where a new batch of goods needs to go to the docks. Finish planning the route from the store to the docks, and the docks will acquire new goods. Okay. Every route has its corresponding logistics score. Every grid used will reduce the score by 1. Okay. So, just... Okay, drag and drop. Now it's up to you. Please connect Heron Express to the dock area using as short a route as possible. Perfect. After the route is done, Heron Express will assess it and provide a corresponding logistics score. Done planning, select complete planning to finalize and receive the rewards. Nice. Oh, if they can fly, why do they need to go over the street?
With these routes in place, logistics costs will be reduced significantly.
I knew it! You're the heroes who can help us revitalize Arum Alley.
Now can you tell us what really happened to Arum Alley?
Well, Arum Alley was originally the busiest night market in Exalting Sanctum. In days past, this alley, famed for its food and commerce, was brimming with arumatons collecting goods for their masters. But that prosperity has long since passed. Restrictions were placed on civilian arumatons, and new commercial centers began to spring up. It was like being on a gentle downhill slope. Everyone knew things were changing, but no one thought it was serious. When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC increased, a new threat emerged for the Merchant Guild. The IPC's announcement of a bid for the development of Arum Alley. Their promises were visible, tangible, and extremely aggressive. When the gentle downhill slope suddenly became the edge of a cliff, no one could pretend to ignore it anymore. Both the Merchant Guild and Arum Alley itself were in jeopardy.
Can you fill us in on the
The
details?
contract for operating Arum Alley's business district is about to expire, and the IPC's regional director has seen an opportunity. They orchestrated the dock debt crisis, and that's just the beginning. Meanwhile, vendors in Arum Alley have expressed mixed
Capitalism.
feelings about the IPC. Some see it as a crouching tiger with malicious intentions, while others see the IPC's promise of high profits as a chance to turn things around.
Yeah, that seems about right.
But now the chill is setting in. Everyone is worried that Arum Alley is going to disappear. The Merchant Guild has to do something to help the merchants here.
I get the gist of it.
Therefore, on behalf of the Merchant Guild, I would like to formally extend an invitation to you all to serve as business advisors in the plan to save Arum Alley.
Leave it to me. I'm sure I can be of some use.
Excellent. Why don't you talk it over with everyone first?
I mean, I'm gonna do it. Violet, why are you here? Besides
I only
snacks.
came here for the food. I didn't expect to get tangled up in all this dock leasing stuff.
You don't have to.
Still, if you're
You got
willing
your
to give
food?
it a shot, maybe Arum Alley doesn't have to disappear.
You can count on me.
I knew you'd help us. A truly reliable friend.
My friend, you mean free meal ticket, right?
Hey!
Zushang, I do not want you to have to bark
really
like a
hope
dog.
you can help out.
Of course, you'd be in big trouble if I don't.
I'm not worried about that. I just want to help save Arum Alley. My home, the Xianzhou Yaoqing, had much closer ties with the IPC. Initially, people thought they were just engaging in a little interstellar investment, but over time, things changed. Gradually, the Yaoqing's younger generations began to enjoy the immersion produced by the IPC's entertainment division. Once they started wearing IPC clothing lines, you could hardly tell if they were Xianzhou locals or IPC employees. After their coming-of-age ceremonies, a lot of them aspired to join the IPC. To make it big, the architecture across the whole delve began to change. The graceful flying eaves I saw as a child became fewer and fewer, and the glazed tiles and fallow earth bricks gradually disappeared.
Yeah.
Sleek, monolithic IPC buildings started sprouting up everywhere.
They are the evil capitalistic organization.
Many of the Yaoqing locals older than 500, like my mother, will say the Yaoqing has changed. But they're not sure whether this change is leading to a better future, or if it's allowing short-life species to dictate their way of life. It's making everyone anxious. When I saw Mingxi being confronted by the IPC, I felt the same uneasiness. I've been around several lifespans longer than that stooge, but somehow I was still at a loss for how to deal with him. If our opponents were martial arts types, I could hold my own against them. But Arum Alley's problems aren't something we can fight off with a sword. I want to help the Merchant Guild. I want to help everyone at Arum Alley. Please, help me help them.
Of course. Right. We're talking to Mingxi.
What do you think? Will you become a business advisor for Arum Alley?
Yes, I'll do it.
Great. I still haven't discussed any of this with the president. Let's go pay them a visit.
Merchant Club established. Okay. Wait. President is this way? Oh. Okay.
Miss Lian, please tell the president that I have someone who can help us with the leasing situation at the dock, and also bring Arum Alley back to its former glory.
I hate job interviews.
I've already seen your abilities. There's nothing to be nervous about.
I'm in the middle of interviewing
I'll
right
go
now.
ask the president's opinion on the matter. Please wait a moment.
Lian approached the store's doorway and quietly conveys something to the one within. No one hears what she said to the president.
Okay. The president trusts Miss Secretary's judgment, but the applicant still needs to pass a test. You must integrate Oldie's Depot into the logistics plan.
I'm gonna flex my skills for you real quick. Okay. Plan a route and use the route advantages to increase the logistics score of the route. This time, Oldie's Depot has some goods that need to be transported to the docks. As we establish collaborations with more stores, we need to simultaneously plan multiple logistics routes. Oh, route advantages seem to have appeared in the courier net. Click to see its effects. If passed through here, route score increases by 5. Okay. So we can increase logistics score by going through certain tiles. Okay. Wonderful. The effect of the route advantage increases the logistics score for the Oldie's Depot route. You remember where the docks are? That's our goal next. Seems that we can zoom in and drag to adjust the map view. Perfect. It's just a little out. There's also a route advantage near Heron Express. Try to use it. When you need to adjust the route, you can click to enter erase mode. Okay. Click any spot in the Heron Express route to erase the route from that spot onward. Well done. Click again to return to drawing mode. Okay. Alright. Awesome. The route planning for the two stores collectively raised the logistics score. Click complete planning. It's different from the museum event, but it's still like very similar. Find the right thing, make the score go up.
The president
Thing that I
acknowledges
like
your
so much.
expertise and agrees to confer management responsibilities accordingly. Arum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal request. Please help us emerge from this crisis and revitalize Arum Alley.
I will rise to the occasion.
Now that that's settled, please come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express with logistics planning. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Arum Alley, including rumors and the latest gossip. If we can solve some of the problems in the community, it could help in rejuvenating Arum Alley.
If it involves helping people in need, count me in too.
So basically, I just need to go and talk to you at the dock?
Anytime you need anything, come find me.
Okay.
The important thing right now is to generate enough revenue before the payment due date. I'll be off to the dock then. Stop by anytime.
Alright. So, it looks like we got those things, and then we just need to do dock operations. We'll go through this last bit, and if it doesn't kind of leave us to do the event on our own from there, then I'll cut it off. So I don't want this to be super long.
Now that you're here, let's get started on the dock-related work.
Take care of the affairs of Arum Alley. This is the Merchant Guild's funding goal. The Arum Alley revival requires earning funds to achieve. Use the merchant guild's funds. Remaining orders. Keep inventory arrangement here. Okay. Specific types of goods only fit in specific types of placement spots. Profit from a single inventory arrangement can be increased by skillfully overlaying goods on top of each other. Since we just established collaboration with stores, docks have received new general orders. Complete these general orders to earn merchant guild funds. Or small goods. Goods of a certain type can only fit into their corresponding placement spots. Try arrange on the large spots. Small placement spots. Yep. Yeah, I had a feeling like big boxes all along the bottom and then the pots on top. Okay. Yep. Continue loading. Okay, so we have some big things and small things. Can I not change? There we go. No? Okay. Ah, I see. So we need to get... So we're following this order. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. And then we need 3. There we go. That's simple. Now that I fully understand, like, this is what needs to go on there. You gotta arrange it so all of it fits on there. Okay. Let's just keep going. 6. So we need 3 rugs. No suitable placement spot. Okay, so these have to go. Okay, I got it. What do you mean? They can't go there? No? Okay. I wonder... But those can't go there. Huh. Ah. Okay. Oh. These aren't even the right thing. I'm stupid. That's where I messed up before I was clicking the wrong thing. One more. Okay, so we have big boxes, medium, that's everything. So do we just like put more stuff? Oh, you can put more than what is ordered. Gotcha. Okay. Merchant event food stall. Food stall orders and goods now available. Gotcha. Okay, so this is the... So this is just continuing on the thing. Okay. So this does seem like a good place to stop. The guild benefits. Members submit prosperity certificates to the Merchant Guild's logistic department and exchange them for rewards. Okay. So we have 4. And we need 5 for the next one. Okay. Oh, we can get some tickets. What's this? Supplies materials box. Oh, it's just like random materials. Cool. Oh, we can get all the way up to 20. Store index. Okay. So we... Oh! Gotcha. Okay, so we can get something from the guild now. Submit. Nice. Okay. So it seems like we're just kind of at the point where it's just playing the event. There's no more real story to it at the moment. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I will see you next time when we do all of the companion missions that I have left to do. Alright, bye!